Hello everyone. Do you ever feel that you have goals that are just out of your reach? Do you have a difficult time juggling the demands in your life? Oh, do you ever feel stressed and frustrated of not getting enough done in the 24 hours that you have? Well, being focused and productive in the midst of all the distractions in this age of social media is difficult but not impossible. And the first step is getting organized. The book that we are going to discuss today helps us to do just that. This book is more of a course than a book. The entire audiobook is divided into 10 lectures. The book that we are going to dive into today is an Audible original, Get Organized, Do More in Less Time by Ciara Conlon. Although I am going to try to summarize the audiobook, I would still suggest that you listen to the original audiobook by the author, as she has given so many examples to make us understand how to be organized and how this organization will help us be more productive and efficient with our time. The first chapter is about effective goal setting. The author tells us that we should have clear goals along with a positive mindset, which will lead to us being more productive. We should always start our work with an end in mind. That is, we should have a clear picture of what we want to achieve and what success will look like. In other words, we should have a good reason for why we want to achieve those goals. When we do something because we are passionate about the things that we do, then we will achieve our goals. For example, we might not be excited about losing weight to be healthy, but if we have the clarity of why we are doing it, then we would actually work towards achieving our goals. Remember to create habits to achieve your goals. Another point to remember is to not set too many goals. We should not do two cognitive tasks at the same time because our brains do not have the ability to multitask unless one of the thing that we are doing is a pre-programmed habit. Why do we face failure while trying to achieve our goals? 1. Following the crowd. 2. Not believing that we can achieve them. 3. Lack of planning. 4. Not having a goal that is clearly defined. How to overcome this failure? SMART. Where S stands for specific. M stands for measurable. A stands for attainable. R stands for realistic. T stands for time-bound. Try to get to the root of why you are failing. Believe that you can achieve your goals. Immerse yourself in the feeling of success. How to set goals. 1. Identify the goal. 2. Focus on one goal. 3. Write down your goal. Helps to review your goal. 4. Make a public commitment. Remember to share with only those you trust. 5. Review at least once a month. 6. Create a daily plan on how to go about achieving your goals. 7. Some level of organization and planning will help you in completing your tasks. Also remember one very important thing. For achieving anything, we should be able to give up something. For example, for rising early, we have to give up our continuous late nights. When we split our focus among different goals, then we are unable to achieve what we set out to achieve. If we focus on one goal, then we will celebrate our success sooner than we think. Doing too much too soon, going all at once and setting too many goals are all reasons for failing to achieve success. Still, there might be some times when we will fail. At that point of time, success depends on how long do we wallow in our failure. Silence your negative thoughts and get some accountability. The second lecture is about clarifying our priorities. Prioritization means doing what is urgent, that is, which requires our attention at all times. Some goals need our full focus. When we micromanage tasks, we waste time. We also waste our precious time when we write and rewrite our to-do lists. Reduce the number of things to do and learn to say no to things that do not need your immediate attention. But prioritization does not mean ignoring other things. Time is a finite resource, Be smart about how you use it. How to make a stop doing list. Write down all the things in your private and professional life that you need to stop doing. Do not give more importance to others' tasks, instead prioritize the task which is important to you. Be clear on what is urgent. Brain dump all the tasks you have to do. And then when you have all the goals that you have to do in one place, then start prioritizing. When you commit to any task, make sure they are not all easy ones. Learn to time batch your tasks. Allocate the right amount of time to each project every day. Have only one priority one day, and commit to the most important task of that day. The third lecture is about productive planning. We learn how to prioritize in the previous chapter, and this chapter tells us more about how planning will help us to achieve our goals. We should have monthly planning sessions and review what was done the previous month, and also plan the things and tasks to be completed in the present month. To avoid any sort of decision fatigue, we should write down everything that needs to be taken care of so that the planning can begin. Remember to add all the professional as well as personal goals in a list, and when everything that needs to be done gets dumped on paper weekly or monthly, we will feel calm. Once we have this master list of tasks to be done, we can start planning all our weekly and monthly tasks. If we are unable to fit in any task, then we can delegate or transfer them to the next month's master list. We should be date specific. Everything should be jotted down in the calendar. The projects to be done, the marketing, sales, social media tasks to be done for the self-employed. Don't forget to mark your breaks and relaxation time, time outs, exercise time, and/or vacation time, strategic thinking time, creative thinking time. Weekly planning sessions should also be time-specific in the calendar. Filter everything before putting it in your calendar. Do not put small tasks in your calendar and fill it up. When we capture all the tasks in a to-do list, we won't waste time thinking what to do. We hit the ground running and maximize our output. Having systems like meal planning, shopping at unconventional times, etc., will not only help you be more relaxed and organize time to complete your tasks, it will also reduce your stress. The fourth lecture is about organizing your mind. Mind is our biggest asset. It can plan, execute, strategize while being innovative and creative. When we overload our mind with unnecessary information, the processing power of the mind is minimized. Here are some strategies to organize our mind. 1. Don't allow too much information to take over our mind. 2. We should pay more attention to our physical world rather than the virtual world in our phones. 3. Do a mind detox, mind dump, or a mind download. Write down everything in your mind on paper or some sort of electronic note. 4. If there is any incomplete task, then our mind will keep on reminding us to do it. 5. Don't judge the things you have written down on the list. 6. After finishing the list, create a project name for everything and plan accordingly. 7. Unplug from the internet. 8. Schedule time for your social media accounts. 9. Take back control of your thoughts. We should monitor our thoughts and recognize the harmful and the negative pattern of our thoughts and turn it into a positive affirmation. Observe your mind. Not all negative thoughts are problematic, but always keep a leash on it so that your mind is in your control. Do not ruminate of what could have been. Be more aware of your thoughts through mindfulness and meditation. Practice of mindfulness will help you focus on the here and now, not the past or future, which will in turn calm your mind, have lesser distractions, reduce stress and anxiety. When we try to focus on the here and now, our mind can be brought back to the present. Mind mapping is also a useful way to think creatively and in a visual way. If you have ideas, then write it down. Do not burden your mind to remember everything. Notebooks help you to keep your thoughts organized. Also, do not forget to take regular breaks. The Pomodoro method is quite useful to keep your mind motivated to get the things done. The fifth lecture is about organizing your environment. A cluttered environment leads to a cluttered and disorganized mind. Environment plays an important role in deciding who we are. Clutter has a stagnant effect on our life. Clutter means postponed decisions. Make a plan to declutter your environment and start with your home. Set up your whole environment in such a way that it will have a positive effect, and you can get what you want. Throw out or donate items that you have not used in a long time. Don't leave things lying around in a room that it does not belong. Schedule decluttering in your day-to-day planning. A clean desk and office space can make you more productive. Trash all the things you don't need and organize the files and documents. Make it easier to do the jobs that you don't like to do. The sixth lecture is about organizing your technology. Set boundaries by time and location and understand your motivation for using your social media accounts. Limit your time online. Choose how you want to use your social media breaks. 4 or 5 5-minute breaks or a big 20-minute break. Turn off the notifications. Take control of your time and decide when you are going online instead of when others want you there. Use various task management tools to segregate your goals and tasks into projects. Be organized in your digital world. Upgrade if the right equipment will make you more productive in the long run. The seventh lecture is about avoiding procrastination. Procrastination means putting off until tomorrow what should be done today. Reasons for procrastination. 1. Get clarity on what you want to achieve and when you want to achieve it by. 2. Lack of self-control. The instant gratification monkey leads to self-sabotage. 3. When we are overwhelmed with the amount of work to be done, we avoid doing anything at all. 4. Not liking what you see or need to do can lead to anxiety. 5. Exhaustion can also lead to procrastination. 6. The last one, but definitely the most common one, is the fear of failure. There are different types of procrastination: deadline-driven, which creates stress and end up doing subpar work. Non-deadline-driven may lead to not having any goal in life and unhappiness. Remember, goals should excite you, inspire you, motivate yourself using the bigger picture. If you can delegate, then please do. Once you start a difficult task, you will realize that it is not that difficult and realize that taking the first step is more important. Allocate time to focus your attention on the tasks. Divide a big elephant-sized project into bite-sized projects. Plan everything in advance and focus on one part at a time. Executing the plans is easier with productive habits. How to make these changes? 1. Create a habit. 2. Remember the 10-minute rule. 10 minutes a day will lead to longer periods. 3. Hold yourself accountable. Have an accountability buddy. 4. Delegate the work but also have an effective follow-up system. 5. Make a someday maybe list so that you are no longer obligated to do the stuff that has been on your list for more than 3 months. 6. Take your time. Give attention to the work. The more time to process the decision, the better it will be. We have only one life. Let us achieve all the things that motivates us. The 8th lecture is about maintaining your energy. We can have goals and projects to do, but without enough mental and physical energy, we are never going to get things done. Some of these following things will help us maintain momentum. 1. Exercising. Regular exercise creates energy by releasing endorphins in our brain. It not only motivates to achieve our goals in life, but also increases our focus and improves our sleep quality and duration. 2. Healthy eating. Good nutrition leads to good focus and being productive. Keep yourself hydrated. Avoid processed food items. 3. Sleep. Lack of sleep damages our health and makes us unable to perform our best. Reduce screen time and start undertaking some relaxation techniques. 4. Rest. Taking breaks in between work makes you more productive. Make sure your environment does not bring you down. Prolonged exposure to dim light affects your performance and productivity. The 9th lecture is about managing distractions and interruptions. Classify the distractions as internal and external. Internal. Take control of the discussions in your mind. If they are negative, then transform them into positive thoughts. Our wandering mind, also known as the monkey mind, is difficult, but not impossible to control. Write down the chaos in your head. Keeping yourself hydrated will keep the brain fog away. External. Negatively impacts our focus and attention. Let others know that their behavior is affecting negatively. Learn to say no to things that are not urgent. Set boundaries. If you say yes to everything that everyone wants, then you are saying no to your own priorities. If you work to a plan, then you will not accept any interruptions. Remember, clutter is postponed decisions. Take back control of your time. The 10th lecture is about developing positive habits. Habits are routine behavior that you have automated over time. Repetition creates habits. The following are the elements to create a habit. 1. Desire. Know the why. Give the goal a meaning. 2. Decision. Have clarity and make a commitment. 3. Design. Plan or design your habit. 4. Discipline. Willpower to follow through. 5. Environment. Don't create excuses. And organize your environment. Some of the ways to create habits are: identify your obstacles and find solutions. Habit tracking. Accountability. Start small. Slow and steady will always win the race. Triggers for your habits. Set aside time to refocus and reschedule the work that has been on your list for more than 3 months. Make a 12-month plan, then a quarterly plan. From that, make a monthly, weekly, and a daily plan. Map out everything and align actions with achieving your goals. Stay organized and positive, one habit at a time. These are some of the things that the author has discussed in her book. This book changes the way we think about our tasks and goals, and also paves a way towards achieving them. Thank you for listening till the end. We'll meet you in the next video. Bye.